Hey guys, my name is Kaila Kake. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my business. So y'all know I'm launching a new business. It is a clothing boutique, a clothing store called Label 42. And we're going to get into all the questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram. Y'all asked me so many questions. I go in depth about my journey, about vendors, about things I wish I knew, girl, because I wish I knew a couple of things. But girl, it gets very, very detailed. It gets very informative. So please stay tuned. Get your notepad. And I'm also doing a little get ready with me in the video because I didn't want to just sit here and talk to you guys. I wanted to be doing something. So if you want to do your makeup to this video, do your makeup. You want to do your wig to this video, do your wig. Anything, okay? Get dressed to the video, girl. But make sure you write down a couple of these tips so that when you start your business, you know what I'm saying? You straight. I also have a vlog of my entire journey. Yes, I vlogged every single thing. I don't know why. I just knew y'all was going to want to see that. So it is coming out tomorrow. So make sure you come back to my channel and watch it tomorrow. Also, before y'all exit this hair, it's from ISEE Hair. So I sat down and did my hair in this video while I talked to you guys about everything going in detail. So definitely check them out. Everything will be linked down below. I love how this wig turned out. Like, it just looks so good, so real, so y'all need this, okay? So definitely stay tuned, and I love you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and follow me on Instagram because that's where I will be announcing when the site officially launches. So follow your girl on Instagram, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey y'all, so I was just gonna do like a sit down, talk it out type of video, but those are boring, okay? So I'm gonna be getting ready. Y'all already know I like to get ready on camera, so I'm gonna answer all y'all questions about me starting my business while I'm doing my hair, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so y'all already know I'm having a whole hair crisis, so I don't know what to do with my hair, so we're gonna put on a wig, okay? So the wig I'm gonna be wearing is from ISEEHAIR, so definitely check out everything down below. I'm gonna show you how I slay it and everything like that while we getting into these questions, okay? Just so y'all know, because I know y'all gonna ask. And this is their loose wave wig. It did kind of lose its curl, and I also brushed it out, so it really doesn't look, you can kind of see the waves at the bottom, but yeah, I kind of was just like blow drying and doing all this, so yeah. All right, y'all, so first question is, what made me want to start my brand? And y'all, I have always wanted to have my own brand. I think another question, I wrote them down, sorry, I'm looking over here. Another question was, how did I know entrepreneurship was for me? So I feel like those kind of go like hand in hand because I've always wanted to have my own brand. I've always had this entrepreneurial mindset, so it's just like, girl, why not? But even like for my first job, I used to work at Ross, and I hated it. Like, I freaking hated it. I don't know. I was kind of just there because, girl, I needed a job. Your girl needed money, duh. So I just always hated like working for other people. Like, it's just, why am I here? Why am I making you rich? Okay, I'm not making as much as you are. So like, what are we doing here? And then when I was younger, I always just had dreams of like owning my own business. And also when I worked, I think it was my second job at Sprint, the owner, he was telling me that he wanted me to come out with my own line of phone cases because we sold phone cases at that store. He basically said like he wanted me to have my own line of like phone cases in the store, and like we would talk about it, whatever. I ended up quitting, so that never happened. And also that store ended up like flooding or something, like it was just a mess. But he kind of told me that because he recognized that, you know, my style, and you know, I used to come in there with cute little phone cases, and he'd be like, where'd you get that? And I'd be like, oh, I found it, like, you know, some super cheap website, like, but it was real cute, and we didn't have anything like that in the store. So he knew that I always had an eye for something. And also that situation literally told me like, girl, you don't need him to really do this because he gonna try to get the profit, you know what I'm saying? So if I do this by myself, I could keep all the money, you know? So yeah, it's just little things like within my early childhood / young womanhood that kind of shaped where I am now. That's why I'm glad I'm doing this video, because I feel like this is going to help people the way that I needed that help. But I had to, like, you know, low key get it out the mud and figure out this information by myself to, you know, do what I'm doing now, you know? So I would say a big tip is making sure entrepreneurship is for you, because if you don't have that mindset, I'm telling you right now, you're going to just flopped low key, because, well, not even low key, girl, high key, because it really takes that mindset. What made me want to start this particular brand is I've always wanted to have a clothing brand. And I feel like I've told y'all this story before, but for the new people, in college, well, I majored in fashion merchandising, so that's basically the business of fashion. I've always been fascinated with the business of fashion. So I didn't major in fashion design, but I like clothes. Like, I literally have so many clothes, y'all. Let's not talk about it. But like, I always loved clothes, and I always just want to have my own clothing line, because girl, I love clothes, right? In college, all of the projects that we did, I based around this one store that I had in my mind. It was a clothing store, and all of my projects, I basically formed this entire store on paper. I never executed in real life, but every class that I went to and they wanted a project for a store or like, I'm on there with my store. I'm learning everything. I'm applying everything from each class to this imaginary store in my head. And girl, at the end of college, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I didn't save up enough money for it. I didn't execute any of those things. Like, I was just so obsessed building this store through all of these projects and all of these, like, girl, you ain't even doing nothing with it. So it's always been sitting in the back of my mind that I wanted to have a clothing brand, clothing store, boutique, whatever you want to call it. But I just never executed it, because right out of college, I got a job at this luxury fashion brand. I'm not going to say the name, but yes, I used to work at a luxury fashion brand, and it took up so much of my time. It was just insane. So at that job, I was like so miserable. I hated it there. I really felt like I was being used. I felt like my time could be, used somewhere else. So that's when I quit. And I continued with my YouTube, because I was doing pretty well on YouTube. The thought starts crossing my mind, because like I said, I had quit my job or whatever. So I'm like, I like working in fashion, but why are you not working in fashion? Like, what are you doing? Yes, I'm doing hauls and stuff, but what are you doing? You're not doing anything in fashion. You majored in fashion merchandising for what? For what? Like, nothing. Okay, so quarantine comes. Yes, I literally formulated this whole store. Well, started working on the store at the beginning of quarantine, because girl, I was bored, and the thought came right back to the front of my mind, and I finally executed it. When I tell you it's all in your mind, y'all, you have to tell yourself to start. Like, you can't just wait for the right time, because the right time will literally never come. When I tell you I started this boutique brand store, whatever you want to call it, because I was bored and I had nothing else to think about but that one thought that was sitting in the back of my mind, that you need to start a clothing brand. Like, what are you waiting for? So I finally started to look into it. I hopped on Shopify. I built this little like faux store, and I just started from there. Like, I stole pictures from Instagram and I put them on the store just to see like what I would want my store to look like. And then I bought my first like pack of inventory. It was only 6 things, and 6 pieces of one style. And yeah, I was so hyped, and I low-key was like, I have to order more. Like, you ordered one, you got to keep going. Like, you can't quit now. So I ordered another, I ordered 2 styles. So now I have 3 styles sitting in where I live, and I can't stop now, right? So I have to keep going. And I just kept going. And now I'm literally about to launch on Friday. There's my story. Like, literally, that's what happened. It was just sort of like me telling myself, well, you did this, so you can't quit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought of this, so now you have to do it. Like, you can't punk out. You can't back out of this. Like, it's happening. So yeah, that's what made me want to start, and that's what made me keep going. It's because it was already in me. So I had to tell myself, like, this time you cannot push it to the back of your brain. You cannot postpone this. Like, you keep thinking of this. This is stuck in your brain for a reason. It's because you're meant to do this. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, things I wish I knew before starting my business. Girl, everything. Okay, when I tell you everything, I knew a few things, just because, like I said, I did major in fashion merchandising. So I knew a lot about, like I said, the business of fashion, but I don't know. It's so much that you can learn from a book, you know what I'm saying? So much that you can learn from a project. But when you do it in real life, it's different. Okay? It's so different. So yeah, I feel like I wish I knew everything I learned, honestly, in this whole process, because there's nothing like just sitting down and doing it. I will say one thing I wish I didn't know is that you can do so much just by yourself. You do not need to hire people. You do not need a professional. You do not need anybody but you and Google. Like literally, Google is your best friend. You do not need to just, it's not as hard as you think, basically. That's what I wish I knew. Y'all, this hair laid flat so easy. Like, I love to see it, okay? Because some hair, you really got to go in with the hot comb and just keep going and going and going and going and killing it with the heat. But this laid flat, like, real quick. Look at that, okay? I'm just throwing some oil in the hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and flat iron it. I kind of want to do, like, a little Arrogante inspired. All my hairstyles be Arrogante inspired, so I don't know what I'm saying. But, you know the one where he did with Ari, and he, like, did the little twist back? I want to do that. All right, next question is, how do I cope and keep going? So y'all, it is so stressful. Like when I tell you, I'm still stressing to this day because there's a couple things that your girl needs to get done or that needs to arrive, but it hasn't arrived. It's crazy. It gets honestly so stressful, and sometimes you really feel like you want to quit. But when I tell y'all again, my mind, I just be telling myself, like, how are you gonna quit? You have all this inventory in your house. You bought this, you bought that, you customized it. You can't, girl, you bought your LLC. You can't quit now. Another way that I coped was my friends. Like, I vented to my friends. I talked to some family members. You know what I'm saying? Just having a support system behind you that can help you out when you need. Not necessarily like, you know, helping you out financially or physically, but just mentally. Like, somebody there to help you out mentally, girl, you gonna need that, okay? And if you don't have anybody, you know, like that in your life, you're gonna have to be that for yourself. Girl, you're gonna have to toughen up. You're gonna have to just deal, honestly, because it's hard. No entrepreneur out here is gonna tell you that their journey was easy. They're gonna tell you they cried some days. They're gonna tell you that they were mad some days. They're gonna tell you that they cussed a few people out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, look, you can't quit, okay? You done already started. You can't quit. There's that. Okay, next question is, who is helping me? So, nobody's helping me, y'all. Like, literally no one. I'm telling you, I did this all by myself. I had a comment, some woman, she said, who can I call to start my own business? I said, girl, call yourself. Call Jesus. It's all about you. Like, it's literally all about you. If you want to, you know, hire someone to do everything, girl, that's your business. But I'm not going to do that because I want to be as hands-on as possible. I want to be as educated as possible. I don't want a business to run and I don't know anything about what happened, how. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally want to be all up and through my business. And also to get it correct, to get it the way that I really want it, girl, I'm going to have to do it myself because I know me and I'm real picky. I do not play about the things that I invest in. I do not play about my brand. Well, both of my brands. I do not play, okay? I'm going to do it myself because I know I'm going to get it right. And if I mess it up, girl, I'm going to blame me instead of somebody else. So I sat down. I did a whole lot of research, like a whole lot. When I tell you I was on Google and YouTube and all of that every single day, like every day. Research is going to be your best friend. You have to figure these things out. And I'm telling you, it's not hard to find. Like, none of this information that you need to start a clothing line is hard to find. You can literally look up a YouTube video and they have every step you need to just start a clothing line. It could be start a farm. They got a video on that, girl. YouTube is that girl, okay? She's that. And then pair it with Miss Google. Girl, Google on YouTube, so let's just talk about it. Google is that girl. Someone asked, how was the LLC/legal process? So the LLC process was pretty easy. I do have a vlog, y'all, coming out tomorrow, right after this video. The day after this video coming out, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys like the whole LLC process in that video. I didn't really vlog like everything, just because the state that I filed in, it was pretty much just online. So I just filled out the online application and I got approved immediately because you know, nobody had my name, and also, girl, I had $100, so I just paid for it at the end, and boom, it was pretty easy, honestly. I actually ended up going to the courthouse. You'll see in the blog, but I actually ended up going to the courthouse because I thought you had to go to the courthouse because that's what everybody was saying. But I went to the courthouse and they told me, girl, why are you here? Everything's online. So I did it online. They did actually give me a place to go to like file for my business license and also register my business with the Department of Taxation for the state. But other than that, like everything else is pretty much online. But you have to call your courthouse and figure out what you have to do for what state you're in, because every place is different. Every like every city or every county is different. Girl, call the courthouse, okay? Call your nearest courthouse and figure out what you need to do to start your business, and then they will tell you. Oh, and they'll also tell you the order that you need to do it in as well. So yeah, just ask them all of those questions, because the order actually does matter, because you need certain things to file certain things. Does that make sense? As far as trademarking my business, it's recommended to trademark your business after you have been in business for a little bit, just to know if your business is going to float or sink. You know what I'm saying? Like, why waste money trademarking if your business gonna sink, girl? Okay, let's be honest. Like, it all happens to everybody. I could be passionate about something and then it sinks. It's just gonna happen. You know, it's the universe, girl. So yeah, I will be trademarking my business, but not yet. I gotta, you know, I ain't even launched yet, girl. I launch on Friday at 3 p.m. Okay, girl, you better shop, sign up for the newsletter so you can get your little code. Okay, subscribers only perks. Get into it. Y'all, this hair straightens so good. Like, they on to something with this, okay? And this is actually loose wave, so for loose wave to straighten real good that's it right there. Okay, the next question is, what inspired the name? So the name of my brand is Label 42, okay? And what inspired the name was 42 is actually my angel number. I see that number everywhere. Like, I see it everywhere. I'm looking for it now because I know it's showing up somewhere. But I see that number everywhere and it means so much to me. I actually been seeing that number since about high school, and I graduated college 4 years ago. So when I tell you that number has been with me for a very long time, and it really just, you know, signifies my journey. When I tell you I have seen that number for so many years everywhere, like it could be anywhere. The day that I announced my brand on my Instagram, just telling you guys like the brand name and telling y'all when we launch and all that, I saw it. Girl, this number was everywhere all day. It was crazy. Like, it was just so crazy. It was just telling me like, girl, you made the right decision. Like, this is going to be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it's telling, every time I see it, it's telling me that I'm on the right path. It's telling me like the answer to whatever I'm worrying about at that moment. So I didn't want to name it like Shop 42, or I don't know. I just didn't want to have my my brand name have the word like shop in it. And I also didn't want to have, not anything against anybody with the brand name shop in it, girl, but I don't know. I just didn't like that. And then also, I didn't want anything to have my name in it, because a lot of people just be like, shop Kaila Cake. Like, no. It's cute for other people, girl, but I didn't want that. Like, I want my brand to stand on its own. I want to have its own name. I want it to be its own person, I guess. But, you know, still represent something to me. All right, so the next question, a lot of people thought I designed these clothes, and I actually did not. And I'm flattered that y'all think I got the skills like that. But I don't. Well, I do, but let me tell you something. Designing clothing or finding low MOQ, which is minimum order quantity, finding low MOQ manufacturers is really hard, okay? Especially when you're not in a fashion district. But yeah, starting off with like very large quantities when you're just starting out, I feel like it's kind of not smart, because you don't know like what styles will pop off. You don't know who's gonna like what. You don't even know if your business is gonna succeed. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be sitting here stuck with 10,000 pieces of a dress that nobody wants to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else sold out but that dress. Like that dress is not moving off them shelves. Like what are you gonna do? Throw it away? Girl, no, that's a lot of money. So yeah, I chose to go the fast fashion route. And then eventually I do want to move into designing my own pieces, but that's when my business scales higher because girl, like I ain't got a coin for that. I ain't afraid to admit it. It's so expensive for, you know, smaller brands to like design their own things. Like you have to purchase more than what you're really even willing to purchase. With the fast fashion vendors, you can buy as low as 6 pieces for a style, and that'll be like too small, too medium, too large, and that is considered a pack. So you can buy multiple packs if you want to, you know, up your inventory. But for people just starting out, like girl, buy 1 pack of each style and see what pops off, and hopefully whatever pops off you can restock, and hopefully that it's you know, still in stock from the vendor or whatever. But I would definitely recommend, girl, start small. Start real small and see what pops off. See if your business is even successful at that. Okay, the next question is, how did I find vendors? How did I find quality vendors with quality clothing? How did I find branding vendors and also supplies? All right, so finding quality clothing vendors. So I use Fashion Go as well as LA Showroom, and as well as just like Google, y'all. Like I have found a bunch of vendors via Google, and I would go to their website, sign up or whatever. Please note that you cannot access a lot of these vendors, and you cannot access Fashion Go and LA Showroom. You can access some vendors. I'll show y'all in the vlog, okay? Just stay tuned. It's coming up tomorrow. But you cannot access most of the vendors on LA Showroom or Fashion Go without a business license. So you have to have a business license to be able to access these things. One of the first pieces of inventory I purchased, that vendor actually, they didn't even require a business license. They just let me purchase. So I was like, okay. So that item arrived and I was like, okay, this is nice. This is nice. So now I kind of added them to, you know, my little vendor list. No, I'm not selling a vendor list, y'all. Please do not ask. I already had somebody ask me. No, it's not happening. I put in the hard work to find my vendors. Okay, so it is your turn to put in the hard work. Go on Google, go on Fashion Go, go on LA Showroom, and do your research. Okay, like a lot of people do sell vendor lists, so you can get them anywhere, sis. I didn't purchase any because I'm not spending my money on something that I could just go to Google and get. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Like I said, I know fabrics, so it was pretty easy for me to find vendors that were of quality. And also sometimes it is pretty much trial and error because you just have to try it out to, you know, see. And unfortunately with more like fast fashion vendors, you're not able to get a sample or anything like that. And that's also where the disadvantage of being somewhere where there's not, you know, like a fashion district. Like basically, girl, if you don't live in LA, you gonna have to take your chances. Or you can 100% just fly out to LA, pick out some pieces that you like, and then go from there. And then, girl, write it off on your taxes as a business expense, and then boom. Okay, like literally. Because sometimes you really, like, if you're not, you know, that well educated in certain stuff like that, like I said, like fabrics, then you're gonna wanna feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna wanna but yeah, you're really going to want to like touch these things and feel these things and get a feel for the brand that you're about to purchase from and just stuff like that. So if you want to do that, you can. But when I say sometimes, like you want to have to just trust and also just go through reputable sites like Fashion Go and LA Showroom, because that will 100%, you know, help you, because Fashion Go is not about to just have no janky clothing brand on their platform, you know what I'm saying? So, or LA Showroom is not about to do that either. So most of the time you can go ahead and just apply for those websites, Fashion Go and LA Showroom, and then you should be all right. And then also make sure they have a return policy, girl. If you don't like it, return it. All right, I just went ahead and did some flat twists, and I'm gonna tie them in the back with a rubber band. I used to do this hairstyle like literally all the time in high school. So this is bringing back memories, but it's on a lace front this time, so it's extra laid. Okay, so I'm really impressed with this hair. It's so flat. It's so soft. I actually need to wash it again. It's totally my fault though. It's not the hair's fault. But the part that I did wash, girl, it's real nice. Basically the bottom half. The front half is just like, I forgot to, I was bleaching it now, so I kind of didn't rinse it out all the way. Oops. But girl, it's actually really, really soft where I did rinse it out real good. And it got real flat. The lace is actually really nice. I thought it was going to be too dark, which it is like literally this much. But it looks good. I'm not even going to front, okay? All right, y'all, so let's finish. So quality vendors as far as like branding and like, you know, custom things. So with custom things, I just, girl, sometimes you just have to take your chances as well. Sometimes you can get a sample. Sometimes you... samples are actually very expensive, by the way. So if you do want a sample, girl, good luck. But sometimes you just have to go off of the previous work of the vendor. Just ask them for previous pictures and stuff like that. Literally, again, I found most of the vendors that I'm working with as far as like for custom things. I found them on Google. I literally just Google custom. What would be something I Google? Like custom poly mailers. Boom. Literally pages and pages and pages. Like click through, literally take your time. Research takes time, okay? So you have to take your time. You have to explore all of your options. Like you can't just give up after the first page of Google because it ain't nothing you like. You got to keep going. A few of the things that I did get custom are poly mailers. I got some stickers. I did want to get tissue paper, but I think I'm gonna wait for that. What else did I get custom? Oh, and I also got hang tags for the clothing as well. So if you want me to do a business like haul, let me know, because I have so many things that I had to purchase, like girl. Oh, another thing that I wish I knew how expensive it was. Like I totally underestimated how expensive things can get, especially when you're like me and you're perfectionist and you want everything to be perfect and you want everything to look a certain way. It gets expensive, okay? So you do not have to have custom poly mailers. You do not have to have custom tissue paper, girl. What? You don't have to have any of that. You can literally buy poly mailers on Amazon. You can buy, I don't even, like, girl, you don't have to have none of that, okay? Like, you can literally do everything super duper simple and then scale up to that. But me, of course, I want to be a little perfectionist and everything, and I just have this certain look in mind, and I also want people to take me serious, and I also want to take myself serious, number one. And I just also want it to feel like, you know, work that I put in. And I feel like that's the only vision that I had, was me shipping out stuff with my branding. Like I want to brand. And a lot of people can say that custom poly mailers are not worth it. Custom poly mailers are a waste of money. This and that is a waste of money because people are just going to throw it in the trash anyways. No, it's not a waste of money. It's about that experience. You think Misguided is out here saying that their custom poly mailers is a waste of money? Oh, okay. Do you think Pretty Little Thing is out here saying that their custom poly mailers and their custom packing slips are a waste of money because people are going to throw it in the trash anyways? No. Okay, exactly. Oh, and the next question is, how much money did I save before I began? So, I'm not even gonna front. I didn't really save a specific amount of money. I just kind of, like, literally, I said I was bored when I started. So, I had just been saving my money, and I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, for no reason, just to save it, because, girl, who don't want to save money, right? And you know, my clothing line came up and I was like, okay, boom, this is what I'm going to use it for. So I didn't really save a specific amount of money. There's not a specific amount of money. What am I saying? There's not a specific amount of money that you have to save. It's all up to you and your business. Like, my business cost is not going to cost the same as somebody starting a clothing line with custom poly mailers. With, like, you could literally do the same thing as me and it would not cost the same, because we have two different brand identities. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be totally different. And also, your preferences may not be my preferences. So there's no amount of money that I can tell you to save. It's just research, like literally research. how about you go and talk to event, like say you are thinking about starting a brand, right? And you can go online and you can see how much your LLC costs in your state. You can see how much filing whatever you need to file costs. You can see how much a business license costs in your state or county. And then you can go and chat with some vendors about poly mailers or stickers or hang tags or I don't know, candle boxes, whatever you want to do, and get quotes from them, and then that is your guide to show you how much you need to save. Don't just be out here, spending all your money, you can't pay your bills, okay? Definitely go all in if you really want something to happen, but don't go broke, okay? Like, please, just don't do that because it's not smart. The next question is, how was it creating my website, and did I pay anyone? So I didn't pay anybody to create my website. I did it all on my own. Shopify, number one, this is not sponsored, but I am using Shopify. So girl, if y'all want to sponsor me, sponsor your girl. But anyways, Shopify has like easy templates that you can literally plug your pictures into and plug your information into, and then boom, it's a website. Like literally like that, okay? So they do have free themes and they have paid themes. I actually paid for a theme, so I didn't pay anyone to build my website, but I did pay for a template so that I can just plug my stuff into it. Does that make sense? And also, paying people to make a website is expensive. Jesus, like people literally get paid thousands to build websites. What? When I was on the free theme, I did teach myself how to code, which is like HTML. If you had a MySpace girl, you know what that is. But yeah, I did teach myself how to code, and I did add a couple things in that I wanted, but then I was like, this is taking too long, and there's some stuff I couldn't really figure out. So then that's when I started exploring paid themes. So you just basically pay for it one time, and it's a theme that you can plug stuff in. It has different features. Like all of the themes on Shopify have different features. They have different color schemes. Of course, you can input your brand colors and stuff like that. But yeah, with the free theme, I found myself spending too much time trying to customize it with code, and I was like, girl, just spend that money. Like, just spend it. Stop trying to be cheap, okay? So sometimes you do have to invest in things, so keep that in mind as well. Don't try to do everything yourself. Sometimes you do need to invest in things, and I'm gonna speak about that a little later as well. Oh wait, and also Shopify does have a Shopify community that you can go in and ask questions, and sometimes people will give you free codes to plug into your website to make your website do what you want it to do. But most of the time, sometimes they be like, okay, is you gonna tip me? And I have tipped someone to help me do something because I had the code, but a piece of it was missing, and he just gave me a piece. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay you, you know what I'm saying, to do something I already knew how to do. I was just missing a little piece. Like, you gonna get a tip. So okay, so you can utilize Shopify community for any like questions and stuff that you have, and somebody will, like real people will respond to you. Okay, next question is, how's the quality compared to other brands? For the most part, I know fabric, so I'm pretty good at telling like what's good, what's not, what's gonna fit like what, such and such. So yeah, I got y'all. Okay, I got you. As far as comparing it to other brands, like I said, it's just fast fashion. So any fast fashion brand you can think of, literally that's the same quality. Well, not any fast fashion, because some of them be crazy. Like some of them fabrics be terrible, but it's nice. Trust me, it's nice. I'm actually very impressed at the pieces that I picked out because, girl, I just did that. Okay, period. Will you carry extra small and extra large? And will you carry plus sizes? So right now I only carry small, medium, and large, and that is because y'all, plus size is really hard to find. A lot of these vendors do not offer plus size, and if they offer plus size, it's like a dedicated plus size website, and I would hate to make y'all feel singled out. So what I mean is, like, you could go to my website and you would see a real cute outfit, but it's not in your size. It doesn't go up to extra large. So then you go to the plus size section and it's not offered. That style is not offered in plus size. Like, that would piss me off. I'm sorry. Because, like, that joint was popping, but it's not available in my size. And also number two, I have no clue about plus sizes. Like, I don't know. So I'm still educating myself on it. I do want to offer plus sizes. I really do. I want to offer petite as well. And I want to try to offer a tall. Like, I want to offer everything, okay? But for right now, I'm just starting out. So small, medium, large, girl. I'm sorry if that's like a bummer, but I do want to offer these things because I know there's so many shapes of women out there. Okay, there's so many shapes of women in my family, so I already know. Okay, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Just give me. I just started. Okay, I just started. I'm gonna get there. Okay, I'm gonna get there for you. I got you, sis. In the future. So private labeling. Is it worth it? Is it not? Did I do it? Did I not? Da-da-da. Okay, so I did private label. My tags are in the clothing. Hold on, let me show you, girl. So this is one of our sets. It is so cute on, like, y'all hop on it. Okay, literally, you can wear the top by itself or you can wear both of them, but y'all, this is so cute. Like, I can't even understand how this fits. Like, it fits so well. It hugs your body. It is mesh, but it's double lined. Girl, when I tell you, I did that. All right, so as you can see, my tag is in the clothes. So I did private label, and I would say it's worth it. To me, it's 100% worth it. To other people, from what I've heard, people do not think it's worth it. And what's crazy is, it's like, how do you not think it's worth it when someone goes in their closet to find a top and it happens to be a top from your boutique, but they've only bought from you once, or say it was a gift, and they don't know, they love the top, but they don't know where to go get more of the clothing because your brand name is not in the clothes. So they looking for this brand, but they can't find it because it's a wholesale brand and it's not available to shop to the public. Girl, you better private label down. Okay, I will say you don't have to start out private labeling, but I do recommend private labeling if you are scaling upwards in your business, because it just, number one, adds to the experience. Number two, it really don't cost that much. I was so surprised. I was very surprised at how much it really costs. The next question is, will I ship worldwide? And the question is yes. So the reason that I arrived at that decision is because I actually looked at my YouTube and I tried to see where most of my subscribers were from. And some of them were from out of the country. So I was like, should I offer worldwide shipping? And the crazy thing is that you can't really, I don't know, like, if you don't have a platform already to advertise your brand on, to kind of gather your target market from, it's kind of hard to, see if you want to offer worldwide shipping because it can be expensive. But I will say, don't offer it at first, and if people start to ask for it, then add it on. So next question, will I be looking for brand ambassadors? And the question, what the heck? What am I saying? The answer is yes, girl. I will be looking for brand ambassadors. Not right now because I haven't even launched yet. I feel like I'm getting a lot of questions that I really want to answer after I launch, but I'm trying my best to answer them now. But yes, I eventually do want to have brand ambassadors. I want to have influencers, girl. I have a lot of friends that are influencers. I have a lot of girls that I know that are influencers. Well, I don't have a lot of friends that are influencers, but I know some influencers, okay? Like, they're my sisters. So, we gonna get it right. The next question is unexpected things that happen. Y'all, so many things. Like, when I tell you, stress is going to come from every single direction and just start punching you in the face like a punching bag, just beating you up, okay? Like, I've been so stressed and I've been trying to just, like, breathe, but it's real hard because I'm really stressed out, y'all. Like, I'm stressed. So I ordered my custom poly mailers a month ago. They are taking forever to get here. Half of that I think was production time, and then half of that was like shipping. So I didn't mind just because I ordered them super in advance. Why are they not even here? Like, they haven't even reached the United States yet. Yes, I did work with a company out of the United States. You can work with companies inside the United States, but when I started looking outside the United States, I found pretty cheaper prices. So I just went with them until, girl, I can afford something nicer, something that'll arrive a little faster. Because it gets pricey, okay? Custom stuff gets pricey. So I did start out of the country, and then I will be hopefully sourcing inside of the country soon, because that shipping time from out the country is crazy, especially during the pandemic. And I feel like that's why it's taking so long. And also, our president, okay, he just too much for me. Technically, it's international trading, but anyways, so yeah, my poly mailers are not here yet. They were supposed to be here last week, and well, that was their like estimated arrival time last week, not via the shipping company, but via the vendor. She told me that the shipping time would be this long, like these days long. Them days long done passed a long time ago. Like, where my stuff at? So that is just, I don't even think it's gonna be here in time, but I'm just gonna pray about it, to be honest. Oh, the people that were doing my private labeling, y'all, they were not answering for a good while. I vlogged about it. Okay, y'all gonna have to catch that little mini story time in the vlog, because it got a little crazy, real heated, real nuck if you buck. Like, it just got real crazy. Okay, so y'all gonna have to watch the vlog to see what happened with the private labeling people. Okay, so the last question is, will I start reviewing other brands / clothes? And what y'all think? What y'all think I'm gonna do? No, I'm actually not gonna start reviewing other clothing brands, just because I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And also, girl, it's a bag. Like, I'm not gonna cut off that bag for something that I literally just started. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm gonna promote the hell out of my brand. I'm gonna promote my brand way more than I promote them, because it's mine. But you have to understand that I'm Kaila, right? Kaila Kake is a brand. Label 42 is a brand. They are separate brands. Yes, they may cross paths sometimes, but they are still two separate brands that still need to be run. You know what I'm saying? And if Kaila Kake can still make me money while Label 42 is making me money as well, I'm gonna make, you know, like, and I literally just started Label 42. I don't know where it's going to go. I really do pray and hope, and I feel it in my bones, baby, that it's going to go far. It's going to the top, up, and it's stuck, period. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am not going to just cut this off for something I just started and I have no clue how it's going to go. But I just know in my bones that it's going to go, it's going to pop. But you know what I'm saying? You just never know. For other people that do maybe like makeup or something, if you come out with your own makeup line or something like that, I feel like you can still mix it in. Like, you can still review other brands if you don't offer those things. So say you offer lip gloss, like, just don't promote any other lip gloss but yours. But you can still promote other brands. You can still promote the translucent powder, Laura Mercier. You can still promote a lip liner if you don't have lip liners. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the items that I have, I don't see on other brands. So that doesn't really make me feel threatened. That doesn't make me feel, you know, that don't make me feel no type of way, because they ain't got what I got. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really worried. But yeah, like I said, eventually I will maybe stop reviewing other clothing brands when my business does scale higher and I just don't have time and I really want to focus on Label 42. But like I said, I literally haven't even launched yet. So, you know, we gonna get there. I'll keep y'all updated. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, y'all. Sorry if it was long, but I really wanted to go in depth because I want y'all to have the most information as possible from me, and just really to understand my journey. When I tell you I went all in on this, like, I really want y'all to enjoy it. I really hope you guys do enjoy it. I launch on Friday at 3 p.m. Okay, like, sign up for the newsletter as well, so you'll get a special code for subscribers only, and also a little something, I'm not gonna say it, you'll find out on Friday. So yeah, I love you guys so much, y'all. Please check out ISEEHAIR. Do y'all see how late this is? Like, are we gonna talk about it? We need to talk about it, because this wig was so late. I need to wash it again. I'm so mad I made the mistake. But the hair is really, really soft. The lace is really, really nice. It's actually like, the lace is a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. And also it's like stretchy. So yeah, it's real cute. And it's really hard to find lace right now because there is a lace shortage. And this was actually not HD lace. So this was like just regular lace, I believe, and it works for me, which is really hard to find lace that works for lighter skinned people. So ISEE hair, girl. Everything will be linked down below for you guys, so you guys can check this wig out. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.